Xavier, just to give an expansion count, Bisu's got 1, 2, 3, 4 expansions plus his main. Xavier has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expansions plus his main. So Xavier 1 expansion ahead, but I don't think the Protoss needs to be on equal count with the Zerg in terms of expansions. And also Protoss expansions, in my opinion, are a lot easier to defend because of their greater maneuverability. Although Bisu now going for the brute force method, he doesn't seem to have a lot of Corsairs accompanying that shuttle. That might give Xavier a bit of a chance. And Xavier now has lost a lot of units, and that's careless play by Xavier. He's lost a lot of units, and Xavier with the swarm going up, Xavier fighting in the middle. Finally, I think Xavier lost too many units too early. Storm going off on all of those under the plague, under the swarm. But Xavier is trying to take. He's managed to take out one of the Reavers. He takes out another Reaver. I'm surprised that Bisu didn't hide it, but Xavier's lost all of his troops. Bisu has killed off all of Xavier's troops, and most of his attacking force survives. And Bisu being for Xavier though has reinforcements coming. He's got a lot of Zerglings coming up, and crucially, Bisu doesn't have any more Zealots, so those Zerglings powering into those. But Storm is going to go off. Archon's being made, and Xavier reinforcing those Zerglings now with Hydra. So this is crucial for Xavier. If he can kill off a few more of the Dragoons, he might come out okay in the end, because even though Bisu won that battle, I felt Bisu won that battle, Xavier's actually killed off the Archons, he's killed off most of the Dragoons as well. Brilliant by Xavier. He's actually killed off most of Bisu's attacking force. Bisu should have pulled back a little bit earlier. I think Xavier, as I was trying to say before I got interrupted by the massive battle, I think Xavier fought Bisu too early before his forces could come together, and he lost at least a significant portion of his forces early on before he could collect them and coalesce them. Bisu, critically, I don't understand why he didn't use his Corsairs at that point in time to kill off a few Overlords and to provide support to his main forces, keep Overlords away from the battle. But I guess he was fearful. And Bisu now fighting with the height advantage of the ramp. This is a mistake by Xavier. Bisu's Storm goes off on the ramp. That Storm does another Storm goes off right on the meat of Xavier's forces. This time Bisu's going to drop in Xavier's main. Xavier looks like he's going to take out Bisu's forces, and Xavier brilliantly countering. Bisu now with reinforcements arriving. Xavier needs reinforcements, which he doesn't have. Bisu drops at Xavier's 11 o'clock expansion, kills off a bunch of drones. Xavier's losing the battle in the middle to Bisu's reinforcements. Xavier microing heavily here, managed to kill off that High Templar and hightail it out of there with his 3 Hydralists. But crucially, once more, damage done to Xavier's economy, no damage to Bisu's economy. Xavier loses another crucial battle in the middle of the map, and Bisu tightening his grip on this game, in my humble opinion. And this time, idle shuttle, the careless play by Bisu, leaving an idle shuttle there just above the 11 o'clock expansion. Lose that. He doesn't need to waste that. I know he's ahead economically, but I don't think he needs to waste his shuttles. Obviously, it takes time to build them. And you can see the upgrades. Bisu also ahead on the upgrades. Xavier's upgraded 2 in his Hydralisk, but I believe Bisu's upgraded 2, and I think one of his upgrades are 3. I didn't really get a chance to see it, unfortunately, on my screen because of the resolution. Xavier once again with the Swarm, and Bisu doing an excellent job here of countering Xavier. He has his High Templar to counter the Swarm. He's got his Dark Templar to counter, and his ground forces to counter the Hydralisk. So Bisu playing an inch-perfect game. The Defiler gets taken out. Xavier forced to retreat once again, and really Bisu with control of the map and greater maneuverability, and really and Xavier with a massive drop. Xavier with a massive drop, and this might be the crucial point. Bisu's got huge defenses there, and I don't think this is a good idea. I think this is going to cost Xavier the game, folks. Bisu is going to intercept that drop. Xavier with a massive drop. Bisu's Corsairs just missed the drop. Xavier is going to get a chance to drop. Corsairs arrive. Bisu is going to take advantage of this opportunity to counter himself. Xavier loses a lot of his Overlords. He's gone for a massive drop, and he's lost most of his Overlords, and he hasn't really got enough Hydralists to do much damage. Bisu's got a lot of cannons there, and Bisu's bringing his defenses in, so he's just going to take out. Xavier's going to be able to take out those cannons, but Bisu's defense is going to arrive in time, and I think, well, if Xavier can take out the Nexus, it'll still be a worthwhile attack. Xavier needs to focus the Nexus here, because Bisu's troops are trapped behind his own cannons at the ramp. This is Xavier's chance now. This is Xavier's chance for salvation. Bisu's troops are trapped, but Bisu's managed to stave off the attack. Bisu's defenses arrive, and he's going to polish off the remaining units of Xavier. Xavier now using this chance to attack at Bisu's 3 o'clock expansion. Brilliant play by Xavier. Bisu again has got a lot of defenses, and unfortunately for Xavier, even though he's going to be able to take out those photon cannons, he's got Swarm though. Bisu's got Reavers up on that ramp. Xavier's got a couple of Hydralisks. He's going to try and take out those Hydralisks. There are 2 shuttles there though, so if Bisu micros them, Xavier's not going to be able to kill off those Reavers, and Bisu's defenses hold once again. Bisu with brilliant defending, drawing Xavier's Hydralisk up the ramp. Xavier's managed to take out those photon cannons, but that's all he's going to take out. He's also managed to take out Bisu's photon cannons at the 5 o'clock base, but I think this is too costly for Xavier. He's only killed photon cannons, not harmed Bisu's economy at all, and he's lost the majority of his ground forces. Bisu's got his ground forces virtually intact, and Bisu with a massive superiority on the ground, and this game is slipping away from Xavier. Those last 2 attacks were really his last desperate attempt to claw his way back into the game, and it looks like Xavier is going to go out of the OSL as well, and I'm afraid Xavier, I don't really think we can call it a stop. I think both players played an excellent game, and I really don't know what Xavier could have done differently to counter Bisu's maneuverability. advantage on this map. I really don't think Xavier could have done anything else, anything differently, and I think Bisu played the perfect game, and I think he's going to come out with a victory here. Now Bisu going in for the kill, going in for the expansion at the 9 o'clock base. Bisu with a massive force on the ground. Xavier just doesn't have anything to counter it. Handful of Zerglings and the Hydralisks, couple of Lurkers. Bisu with Storm going off all over the map, covering the terrain in a blitz of blue lightning, and Xavier's units falling by the dozen. Bisu storming in now, and he's going to finish off that base and damage Xavier's already hurting economy. That expansion is going to go down at 3 o'clock, and Bisu's just going to blitz through to the north after that and finish off the rest of Xavier's forces. So Bisu playing the perfect game, going for the fast expansion build, and I think Bisu's going to be hard to stop. Bisu, obviously his weakness being a Terran player, so it'll be interesting to see who he's going to face up against in the semi-finals. But in my opinion, there is nothing Xavier can do. He obviously doesn't want to give up because this is the deciding matchup, and I am sorry to see Xavier go out, but there is nothing that he can do here. Bisu has played the perfect game. He has outplayed Xavier. I would say that the map played a slight role in it. I really just cannot think what Xavier could have done differently. The only mistake I can see that Xavier made was in the beginning of the game when he went for that drop to try and take out Bisu's island expansion, and that was an aborted drop, and during that time Xavier's own forces were taken out. I think maybe at that time, perhaps, if Xavier had continued to build up and play a little bit more defensively and staved off Bisu's attack a little bit longer, he would have been better off, because that was the crucial point in the game where Bisu dropped behind Xavier's mineral lines at his natural expo and the ramp base above his natural expo and killed off about 20 drones. And unfortunately for Xavier, he never recovered from that, and now Bisu just laying waste. He's just killed off 3 of Xavier's expansions. Xavier countering with a pathetic force of his own, but there's really nothing he can do here. And this game is going to go to Bisu. So GG, well played Bisu. He goes through to the semi-finals. Xavier goes out of the OSL. He's already out of the MSL. Well, the MSL is actually finished, but no silverware for Xavier this season, unfortunately. And you've got to feel bad for him. At least last season he made it into, and actually the same as last season, he didn't make it into either finals last season either, but at least last season he made it to the semi-finals. So Xavier's grip on Xavier's domination seems to be coming to an end finally. He seems to be just another one of those great players who had his time in the sun when no one could touch him, but now he is looking unfortunately very beatable despite his stellar play in the first game where he completely outplayed Bisu. Bisu adapted beautifully. Well, actually I'm not sure if Bisu adapted, because Bisu played the exact same strategy in all 3 games. I guess Xavier's counter was good in the first game, but he couldn't think of a counter to Bisu's fast expand strategy in game 2 and game 3, and Bisu coming out on top with that. So, or perhaps it was the difference that the week's break made, allowing Bisu more time to prepare. Obviously he would have been concentrating his preparations for the MSL finals before the first matchup in week 1, but this time around Bisu had more time to prepare, and obviously he was prepared, and Xavier despondent, dejected, rejected, and out of the OSL. GG, Bisu wins. Dominant play by Bisu, and really I have very little, and Xavier finally does call GG, and really have very little else to say on that subject, guys. GG, this is Klazart. Thanks for listening.